Hello, Aquarius. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be your general collective message. Keep in mind, timing and energy is fluid. This could play out at any point in time. This reading is timeless. So whenever you're guided to watch this message, you're likely going to find something in here for you. If this message does not resonate, though, I do suggest that you check your other signs and placements, and also keep in mind energies, characters can be swapped around, and this could pertain to energies in and around you. Before jumping in with the cards, I do want to talk about the energies that came through in meditation, and I kept hearing go, go, go on an adventure. I forget what kids show that comes from, but I think you're getting ready to embark upon a brand new adventure. And I also kept hearing that song by Vanessa Williams, I think it is, Save the Best for Last. And so sometimes the sun goes around the moon. Something about the moon cycles is really trying to get you to step into a whole new timeline, is what it feels like. You're stepping into a whole new timeline. And so if things have been stuck, or if you've been like in a state of confusion or consideration, I think now is the time to put any plans into action. I kept being shown the Knight of Wands, and this is fast moving action. And so I feel some type of new opportunity is going to be presented coming up here. Whether this is a project, a relationship, but I feel an Aquarius here that is stepping towards a lot of great accomplishment, which felt really good. I felt like development within maybe career or an entrepreneurial path. Aquarius, I think of Aquarius energy, and you've got all of these really amazing out-of-the-box ideas to bring forward. You can't stuff an Aquarius in a box, forget it. They do things their own way. And so I just feel like this urgency, this deadline energy, it's time to get moving. And I also feel like something here is also heading south. So this might pertain to an Aquarius South node. I'm not entirely sure. But with this heading south energy, I did feel a sense of like guilt. Whether you feel guilty for needing to leave somebody or something behind. But I just feel like what I want to say, Aquarius, is you don't need to explain yourself to anybody. You don't need to explain yourself to anybody. I think right now you just need to be open to this new possibility, because I do feel love and moving towards the ultimate partnership. You might have to give somebody an ultimatum. I was shown the Lover's card, but I do feel change within a relationship status. So let's jump in with the cards. Let's see what else needs to come through for my Aquarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Messages for Aquarius. Letting go, spirit guides, and angels. And so you might need to let somebody go. You might need to break up with somebody. You might need to let somebody go. I think that the universe is also asking you to release control. Aquarius is a fixed energy. So, Aquarius can get pretty stuck in belief patterns. I know all about fixed energy as a Taurus. But there's a need to kind of surrender and to release control, because the universe is trying to kind of reorient you here, is what it feels like, Aquarius. So what you're being asked to do right now is to go within. Meditation would likely serve you well in the energies in order for you to connect with maybe some spirit guides. I do feel a lot of archangel and ancestral protection. And you are being guided on a really nice journey, is kind of what it feels like. So let's see what else needs to come through for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Messages for Aquarius, please. I am using the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck, and I like what I see so far. We get Soul Alignment and Teacher. And you'll have to give me a minute. I can't see the other cards. Oh, yeah, Pivot Point. Pivot point, pivot. You are at the divine Y. You are at a major fork in the road when it comes to, I believe, a relationship cycle. I do feel maybe you're feeling guilty because you are planning on breaking up with somebody and refusing somebody's advances and going towards a soul connection that really speaks to your heart. There is a fork in the road here. Definitely, you have a big, big decision to make, Aquarius, and I do feel this decision is going to have a substantial impact on your life and those around you. There is a lot going on when it comes to some spiritual integration, soul alignment. I do feel maybe a moment or an epiphany, self-actualization when it comes to your soul's purpose, I think is happening at this time with this Taurus North Node eclipse. It's like the final eclipse when it comes to the Taurus North Node energy that we've kind of been learning lessons in. So I feel an Aquarius here that's closing out a 2-year cycle, mastering self-worth. What do you value? What is it that you want to instill in your life moving forward when it comes to relationships? I do feel an Aquarius here going through a soul awakening and maybe stepping into some type of leadership role. I feel a teacher here. You could be this teacher. You could be involved with somebody that is serving to be a teacher for you. We are all teachers and students, right? And so there's definitely some type of situation here that is helping you evolve. Maybe another person, but I do feel a level of completion when it comes to a life lesson. And I do feel you're tapping into some spiritual gifts. And maybe this feels a little weird when it comes to your experience, right? I feel a very spiritual experience here, and likely a connection that is awakening you to your soul's identity. I do feel higher states of consciousness. I feel you're part of this massive global awakening, and maybe it's time to step into some channeling capabilities, teaching role. I do feel it's really time to go through a period of self-development, and there is, without a doubt, a very telepathic connection here. You are connected maybe to a twin soul, definitely a spiritual connection for sure, within the higher realms, where maybe you can transmit each other's thoughts and emotions. And I do feel maybe a recognition of a twin soul. This could be soul recognition. But I do feel like this immense yearning for growth, and divine timing is saying the time is now. Spirit's like, hey, you've done a lot of self-development, and now it's time to level up because you're ready. So let's keep going here, Aquarius. And I grabbed an extra deck. I felt really called to pull this deck. So let's see what needs to come through. Oh my gosh. Willing Release in reversed, and the Roses Kiss. And now I'm hearing that Seal song, Kissed by a Rose. There's a ladybug, so there's good fortune here. I feel divine feminine. It's kind of giving me like a 9 of Pentacles vibe. It is a 9 card, so there is a cycle reaching completion. I think it's time for you to bloom. I also feel love. Love is definitely in focus, like deadline's up. Are you ready to give up your independence? Maybe you are already single, but I feel resistance to letting go of something, right? The Willing Release is in reverse. I didn't realize there was any reversals in this deck. I usually don't read them in reverse, but so it's like, I think you've wished for something. This is also a 49. 49 breaks down to 13. So 13 would be the representation of the death card, right? Death, transformation, all endings lead to new beginnings, Aquarius. And so are you struggling to release something? This could also be something coming back from the dead that you've prayed for, that you've wished for. But I think an unexpected romantic encounter is kind of what this is feeling like, Aquarius. So let's keep going here. Messages for Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Take a deep breath. I do feel a connection that maybe has taken your breath away. This is a 7 card, and 7 is the energy of truth. It's very divine. It's the number from heaven. I do feel something very spiritual coming through here, like almost like a connection that really has taken your breath away. So you might want to take a deep breath get centered, is what it's feeling like. Yeah, what do we got here? Feeling the world. I do feel a connection that is activating a lot of truth, a lot of deep-seated feelings. Could be dealing with a Pisces. I feel strong Pisces energy coming through. There's that 13, right? And it landed right on the 7. And so there is a connection here, awakening you to your truth, maybe activating your emotional body. And then we got all of these kind of flipped out in reversed. I'm not going to take them in reversed because I feel like you're kind of shifting timelines. We get the roots of abundance. And so this is a 2 card, which is indicating a pivot point, a fork in the road. There is also a connection here where there are some deep past life roots coming through. We get great and full. This is kind of like an Ace of Cups energy. It feels great. If you look at it, it almost looks like the blood of Christ in the wine cup. And so this is a higher connection that maybe is activating some type of Christ consciousness. We get the land between. Both of these are 4s, so 4, 4. And then we get a grand symphony. So like a grand hurrah, there is definitely something coming around the bend here. And it's like you haven't quite completely released the old life. You're kind of in between worlds. And so I think it's time to maybe cross that bridge. I do feel, yeah, big love is coming through here. And this is the connection where I feel that you will be able to manifest a lot of abundance, but somebody here is not being honest. And I do feel a major wake-up call. Waking the lion. You very well could be dealing with a Leo. Doesn't have to be, but this is the energy of Pinocchio, is what I feel. So you might have to leave somebody behind that was a trickster, or somebody here, like this is like magician in reversed energy. I do feel somebody here is getting a wake-up call. Maybe a Leo, doesn't have to be. But there is like an awakening of a divine masculine coming through. 19, also breaking down to a 1. This is about leadership. I do feel maybe somebody here is struggling with releasing the lower ego. There could be an ego death here. If you've been dealing with somebody that's not been honest and forthright, I do think they're going through some type of higher heart activation. It's like waking the sleeping lion. And what are you being asked to do? To just embrace the unknown. It is what it is, right? I do feel you are being teleported through the doorway of an entirely new experience in your life. And maybe you don't know what's out there yet, but this is a 6. And so there's victory here. There's balance here. There's a lot of deep soul remembrance here. And there is a need to leave something behind in order for completion of this close encounter. It's this energy of like you've been caged inside of a box, and you can't cage an Aquarius in a box. So it's time to spread your wings. I feel it's time to complete a transformation journey. You are the oracle. You are the gift, Aquarius. So let's do a few more oracle messages here. 10-10, completion. Yeah. I think you are what somebody has wished for and prayed for. Somebody's definitely been dreaming about a home situation, Sleeping Beauty's dream. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. I think you're the Empress here, Aquarius. And I do feel something about the 1111 portal. I think you've got a lot of scattered thoughts going on in the mind space. So drop it back into the heart, because this is a journey. You are on a spiritual journey here. Another 19. So maybe in the past you dealt with a lot of narcissistic abusive partners. Maybe you had to heal your own personal codependency issues. But once again, the energy of leadership. And I think maybe you've been sleeping on your fullest potential. And it's time to really go through this awakening that's happening right now. So let's see what else needs to come through for my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node, Atlantis. I just heard memories of Atlantis. So Secrets. Sleeping Beauty's dream come out again. So that's a pretty strong message. We get the perfect key, which is a 29. And so 29 in astrology is considered an anaretic degree. It is the completion of a cycle. So maybe have a look at your birth chart and see where you have any 29 degree placement. So if you've got a placement in your birth chart at 29 degrees, that's a lesson that you didn't quite master last life, that you came here to master this life. And so 29 further does break down to 11. And so maybe this is mastery of union of self. There could be some type of higher cosmic union going on here, but it's really time to uncage the heart. I do feel a heart activation, and then we get this mermaid's love. So I feel memories of Atlantis. Memories of Atlantis. 24 also breaking down to a 6, which is the energy of healing, finding balance after maybe a period of growth and struggle and challenges. But I do feel a higher connection. And so if we were to consider maybe like the Little Mermaid story, right? There was deep love there. If you notice, we've got a mermaid and a man. And so the story of Little Mermaid, right? We should all know it. It's actually one of my favorite Disney movies. Was Ariel fell in love with a human and wanted to be a part of that world. And then Ursula, the sea witch, stole the mermaid's voice, pretended to be Ariel. And so Ariel had to find her voice again, right? And so maybe it's time to speak up. Maybe there's something you need to get off of your chest when it comes to speaking some truth. I feel there's still something hidden here with secrets. Maybe there's a secret love here. Maybe somebody's been withholding their feelings for you, and you've been praying and hoping for somebody to wake up and to see what this connection is. But I feel some truth is coming out around this full moon. So get ready for maybe some secret love to boil to the surface. Let's see what needs to come through with the tarot messages for Aquarius. Well, this is exciting. This not so much. So I do feel there is a masculine here that might be a little stoic, a little bit detached, maybe a little bit cold. There's definitely some communication blocks here. Somebody is maybe not fully emotionally available. I just keep hearing, speak up. Speak up. Somebody needs to speak up, because like there is an exciting new opportunity here. Maybe with a King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, although that would be your energy. There's a new exciting opportunity here. If somebody would allow themselves to speak up, this is the energy of finishing something that maybe was started maybe a year ago. I'm not sure. But let's see here. Pages is fresh new energy, a fresh new spark. So we're going to get you 9 cards, Aquarius, and we're going to see what else is coming through for you. Chariot. I just saw the Chariot on the bottom of the deck, so you could be dealing with a Cancer. This is movement, finding the willpower. And I do feel Empress energy. And it was funny. I went to grab the local free newspaper outside earlier, and it was a picture of people riding in a carriage being pulled by horses. And that's what I heard in my head right before I come down to channel these energies. I think it's called The Voice, the paper, The Voice in Chatham. And I swear to God, that's what I heard in my head was chariot. Oh my God, only an emperor and an emperor ride in a chariot. So I think emperor, empress status. But let's see what needs to come through. We get the 10 of Pentacles in reversed. The 2 of Wands. The High Priestess reversed. So Piscean energy, fire and earth. The Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Oh, the 9 of Pentacles. There's that pre-Empress energy. I think you've got an offer coming in here. Queen of Swords reversed. And I think you might be a little standoffish. We had the King of Swords upright. So there might be 2 people here not on the same page. We could have an ex that's serving as a block. We have Justice, Libra energy. the Nine of Wands, which is the wounded warrior, the wounded healer. And then we get renewal in reversed. So that's like a no answer. There is something that needs to be released. I feel an ex needs to be released. And then we get the Ace of Pentacles with the King of Cups reversed. More water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and the Nine of Swords. So maybe in the recent past, you had to go through a divorce. The Ten of Pentacles in reversed is like an ending when it comes to a family or a family structure. Maybe it's time, like Aquarius usually doesn't honor the traditional family structures, right? I feel this energy of passing on wisdom, taking the next steps. And I do feel secrets coming out. Definitely some secrets coming out. And so I do feel an abundance of downloads. And you're going to need to trust in the messages coming through. I feel you're receiving a lot of messages with your intuitive gifts. And you are encouraged to develop those intuitive gifts. But it's almost like I feel like you're not going to see this offer coming. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. You're not going to see this Knight of Cups coming. And I do feel like the challenge is this person is kind of like stuck, is what it feels like. Maybe there's a little bit of an emotional immaturity going on here. Because normally we progress and we go from the king or the knight to the king. But this King of Cups is kind of stuck. Maybe stuck on the past. But I do feel there is a love offer coming in. Somebody wants to come in and maybe sweep you off your feet. And I do feel this is going to trigger a waterfall of emotions. I do feel because there's like a lack of balance here. Something might be felt off. Like something might be feeling off. But somebody here definitely has your attention and is making your heart flutter. But I got to say, Aquarius, a knight to a pre-empress, there's some kind of imbalance here, right? Because a pre-empress needs an offer from an emperor or at least a king. And this person, I feel, is struggling to step up to the plate. And so you might need to get some firm boundaries in place here. I do feel communication blocks. I also feel, too, telepathy opening up within a connection. And so I think try to find the humor in it. But you might find this love offer difficult, maybe because you did go through a divorce, or maybe there needs to be a divorce finalized. But there is like this energy of justice being served. And so there is like a balancing. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to stand up for what it is that you believe in. But I do feel like you're closing out a cycle. It's like, I do feel maybe this connection is going to come in and might trigger some of these core wounds. That's the Knight of Wands. And so maybe this person is activating you, questioning your entire identity. I think get prepared. There is like maybe an unexpected awakening. I do feel clarity is coming. This is like the Judgment reverse. There could be somebody here that's receiving some bad karma, maybe dealing with a karmic ex still. But I just feel this love offer coming in is going to put you in a state of wanting to release anything no longer serving you. I do feel maybe this could be a missed opportunity, though, because we've got a masculine here that I feel maybe isn't completely devoted. It could be somebody here that maybe isn't completely trustworthy. Somebody here I feel is having a hard time with all of these emotions too. And I do feel this person does have well intentions, is what it feels like, but there is still some hidden motivations. I feel maybe this person doesn't feel safe to be emotionally vulnerable. They might not feel safe. They might be guarded. Maybe because of an ending in the past, right? The Ten of Pentacles reversed would lead to the Ace of Pentacles in reversed. Maybe you're both divorced individuals and that might be a block. But I do feel like there's something going on here. It's like somebody's fighting what's on the heart and they're all up in their head, and it is triggering a lot of fear. The Nine of Swords is fear, stress, anxiety. Somebody's letting their fear grow out of proportion, which I feel is creating some communication blocks. Maybe it's you that needs to refocus your thoughts, but I feel, you know, it might be a challenging relationship. Maybe it'll take 9 months to be able to grow and build a foundation, but I feel you're kind of focused on yourself. I feel an Aquarius here really enjoying her solitude, the single life. Maybe you're a business owner, independently owned and operated, and maybe you don't want to give up that independence, but maybe there needs to be a finality with an ending or some divorce proceedings before moving forward, because that's usually a timing card for me. So maybe within the next 9 days, 9 weeks to 9 months, there's going to be movement forward. But let's clarify the Nine of Coins, please. Let's clarify that. The Lovers reversed, the Five of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles reversed. So I feel a block on the heart. I think maybe there might be some underlying fear about embracing a deep, intimate, loving connection because you're still going through a recovery process from an unwise choice. Gemini energy. I do feel there's still a need for forgiveness when it comes to a situation that didn't quite work out. That maybe in the past there was an imbalance. Maybe you were dealing with a cheating scenario in the past and it didn't really turn out the way you anticipated. And maybe there's fear. There's fear because there's a burden here that needs to be released. Isn't that interesting? 10 of Wands reversed, Ace of Wands reversed, 10 of Coins reversed, Ace of Coins reversed. So I do feel like there is an amazing opportunity here after the release of a past burden. Yeah, because there's a lack of balance here. And I feel like the distorted views of the ego are maybe putting you both all up in the head with some unfounded fear here. Sagittarius energy. You could be speaking to a Sag. But let's clarify this Justice energy. Libra could be dealing with Libra. Oh my God, 10 of Swords reversed. 7 of Coins reversed. The Empress reversed. So yeah, I do feel there still needs to be a release when it comes to a past ending. Maybe where somebody didn't value you, or maybe you didn't value somebody. This to me is like the Mother energy. I just feel somebody's really been stuck on a past disappointment, a past hurt, a past sadness. I feel it's kind of time to get this off of your chest, to get this off of your shoulders. I feel a transformation here. And I think it's going to take great strength, right? I feel fear of taking action. Somebody, I feel, planted some seeds. Maybe, you know, you're still healing from a poor investment when it comes to a family that maybe brought you a lot of security. But I just feel like, yeah, that's the block, is a past ending that didn't work out. Stuck on the past, and a need to release a situation and an ending. So let's clarify this renewal. I love it. Well, I think get ready for a wake-up call. There is absolutely a brand new beginning here. Oh my God, the 10 of Cups reversed. Do we have all of the 10s out in reversed? You could be dealing with a Sag. I think they got them all out upright. But I feel awakening to a whole new cycle in love. If you dealt with a situation in the past that, you know, was a marriage that really wasn't bringing you emotional contentment, it wasn't your happily ever after, I feel this moon cycle, this eclipse is allowing you to completely release a past ending so you can go towards a person that you trust, and you can go towards a successful union with somebody, maybe with a Cancer. The Chariot. I do feel a huge release and success is around the corner. Pisces energy, Earth energy. There is a brand new clean slate here, but you're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to start at ground zero. And I do feel you're going to have to find your determination to see things in a whole new light. You're definitely going through an awakening here. That's what I see, Aquarius. And I do feel it's time to embrace your uniqueness. It's really time to find your determination to get some balance back in your life. What did I say? Only an emperor and an empress ride in a chariot. I do feel a very powerful twin soul connection here. And I do feel an awakening. Yeah, no more confusion. No more fighting. I feel a lot of inner turmoil when it comes to taking action, maybe because of a divorce, a past divorce, or a past heartbreak. Yeah, a past divorce, right? But there is a new beginning here. So stop allowing yourself to be stuck and distracted and bored and discontent. I feel somebody's walls are coming crashing down, and there's going to be a major wake-up call that is going to lead to a brand new beginning. Pages are brand new. Get ready for something new. It's time to release this stuckness. It's time to release this stagnancy, Aquarius. And that's kind of what I got. I really hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate twin soul reading with me, I do encourage you to check out that description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thanks.